Hello and welcome back to another equestrian or horsey type video on my channel. It's been quite a while since I did one, and this is actually maybe a bit more of an informative type video. I don't really know what you call it, but I've not done this before. But as some of you may have seen on my Instagram, we did recently get a new horse called Lily. She is 3 years old, and this was quite a good excuse really to update my first aid kit. I had a look through like what I had and I realised a lot of it was either out of date, it had been opened once. We also had some treacle that had fallen over and had gone over everything, so we even had to throw away the box because I was not cleaning that. It was so sticky, it was just it was horrible. So it was quite a good excuse for me to renew everything that was in that box. Everything now is going to be brand new, and while I'm hoping I won't need it at all, these are all things which are sort of essential to have in if you just have something. As we all know, horses can be unpredictable. You never quite know when they're going to hurt themselves, so it's always good just to have everything in stock rather than just ringing out the vet for like a minor cut which you can deal with yourself. Obviously if it's major, of course ring the vet, there's no questioning that. But I've actually just got my pal next to me and I realised I forgot to bring a few things back with me. So the things I've forgotten, I will put a picture up on the screen somewhere so you can see it. But I think first we'll start with something which I think is without a doubt an essential, because horses do get tiny little cuts. Like Bonnie has sweet itch, so we do get little cuts on the face and things. And for the majority we actually use something called Camarosa, which is like a really natural, it's not a paste, it's sort of more gel-like, but it's also water repellent, which is amazing. It means you can go out in the rain and it won't come off. So I use that a lot on minor cuts. I'll put a picture up somewhere on the screen so you can see how the pot looks. But of course she does get other cuts as well which sort of need to be dried out, so I use the Antibacterial Powder. This is from Lincoln and it says this is a gentle absorbing powder for minor wounds, cuts and scratches. So this, because it has like the little I don't really know what you call it, a little spout, I think that's right, it makes it really easy to apply. And I got this in white as both the horses have black legs, bay body type of thing. Rather than being a grey, if they were grey I would have got black so you can see it. But this is 20 grams, so it's not particularly big, but then again I'm hoping I won't need it. But I've used this before and I just find it really does help. It's so easy to apply, you just squirt it into like wherever the cut is, and I find it really dries out the skin without irritating at all as well. Next, for sort of minor cuts and things like that, we've got purple spray. Again, this is just an essential, as it does help to sort of clean out the cut or the graze, and also because it's purple you can see it as well, but it just really just helps to clean out. Again, with it being spray, so easy to use. This is 250 millilitres, so it's quite large, and this is actually from Gold Label, and I use their garlic every day for Bonnie, so it's a brand that I trust. Everything that we've got are brands that I already use or have used in the past and I trust completely. For first aid, I'm a bit wary of using new brands, mainly because I don't know how they are, which may sound a bit daft, they might be really good, but I think that's just me. And because again Bonnie's older as well, I am very careful what I use. But yeah, with this as well you only need a very small amount because it is quite strong. Next we have the NAF Natural Entex Equestrian. So this is really good for cleaning any cuts out. I love the lid on this as it means you can just sort of pour a small amount into that rather than like pouring the whole lot and it goes everywhere. As you can see there, it's like this orangey colour. So that's really good if you've got it on a place where there's a white or you've got a grey horse, you can sort of see it. This is also safe to use straight from the pot, you don't have to add water. Obviously it depends on the cut whether you might need to add a bit of water just to dilute it a bit. It also says proven to kill 99.99% of bacteria, so that is amazing for any cuts. We know horses are in mud, they get the bedding stuck in it, just everything like that. So this is really good for just cleaning them out. And to go along with that, I got cotton wool. Now I know a lot of people don't always like using cotton wool as it leaf bits, but I don't find that this sort of sheds a lot. And also it is absorbent, so it sort of absorbs some of that. You can sort of squeeze it out into that cut or anything and clean it out. I just find it really good. I know a lot of people prefer gauze, or yeah, I think that's how you say it, which I do actually still need to get some of. I did forget to get that. But again, NAF is one brand that absolutely really trust for a lot of things. I don't know how much you get actually. It's quite a big roll, as you can see there. I'm sure it never used to be this big, unless I just got the extra large, I'm not sure. But it's made with 100% cotton for softness and absorbency. Tells you how to use it on the back, so take off a small bit. And when you use it, you sort of take off a small bit, or you can use like the whole bit of it if you're using it as padding. Anything like that is really good. But yeah, I just find that really good. It's just something easy to keep in. Sometimes I use that when Bonnie has a few little cuts on her face as well, like from the sweet itch. It's really good, easy just to use that just to clean them off a bit before I put the Camarosa on. Also got the dressing, which is again from NAF. And I'm sure this never used to be this big. It is absolutely huge. Unless, like again, I got the extra large. It didn't actually say. I just bought it. So this is cushion padding insulation for minor wound dressings. So this is really good for leg injuries. As you can see the length there, it'll pretty much cover the bone, and obviously you can cut it down to size. Really good to use. Obviously it has directions for use on the packaging as well, so you clean your hands thoroughly before and after, cut to the required size and shape, and then you put this on with a bandage, of course. But yeah, it's actually really soft, so that's going to be so good for padding inside bandages and things. I'm not actually sure if this is going to fit in my box, but we'll have a go at that. And then to go alongside that, I got 2 bandages, and on the website I use, I actually got all this from Milbury Hill, which is an online one. I think they do have a shop as well, I'm not sure, but it's just not around me, so I ordered online. They were actually one of the only places that actually had everything that I've shown you, which was amazing, but a lot of them didn't have everything they need. Like they'd have 1 or 2, but not enough to make a full kit. So yeah, if you want my advice, I would say go to Milbury Hill website. But these are the NAF wraps. So these are 10cm by 4.5 meters, so they are pretty long. And I got one in this hunter green there, and also another in red. I didn't choose these colours, it's just what came. But it's a bandage, so it doesn't really matter. So obviously you can use them over that dressing for leg wounds and things like that. These are, I'm pretty sure these are the adhesive ones. For non-adhesive, I normally use just normal bandages, like exercise bandages, but not with the elastic or anything in. And obviously I have a set of 4 of those. They're actually still up at the yard, so I haven't got them here to show you. But I will put a picture up of something similar. That's the one I use because they're used to it and they're actually really soft inside. I also did get from NAF as well the Animalentex poultice for hooves, so I'll put a picture up here somewhere. And in that you get 3, I think, which they're just an essential to have, because especially Lily does not have any shoes at all. Bonnie doesn't have them on the backs. So with that, they can be sometimes more prone to getting abscesses or bits of grit up the hooves and things like that. So we've got a poultice ready. Also the poultice bag to go over it as well. And of course, to go alongside that, I've got some duct tape as well. I still need to get some bandage tape as well for any of these I might need. Also, the other 2 things I forgot to bring back with me are scissors, and these are rounded edge ones, so they're perfect for cutting the bandages. You don't have to worry about any sharp edges or anything like that. They cut all the dressings, everything like that. So they are quite sharp, but because they're rounded, they're not going to hurt your horse at all. Also, a thermometer, which is just something just to have in if you need it. And the last 2 things I keep in my first aid kit are a bottle of soap for my hands so I can wash them, as if you're doing anything with cuts or anything like that, you want to make sure it is a clean environment. You want your hands to be clean. So I've got them, and also I do keep some gloves in there as well, like latex ones, if I need them, again to keep it clean and to keep the cut clean. Once you've cleaned it, you don't want to put any more bacteria from your hands into it, so gloves as well. And then all of this I keep in an old grooming box, so it's secure, it's quite large, so it fits everything in it, and obviously it has a lid. Close it up, keep it on the shelf, hope that you don't need it, but obviously it's there if I do need something out of it. Like I said, I keep the Camarosa out all the time. I keep that in her stable, as with Sweet Itch, you never know when she's going to get a cut or anything like that. But I think that is everything I keep in my equestrian first aid kit. Oh, I do also keep just some plasters, like for humans, just in case, because you do get cuts and things, so I do keep like a little box of plasters in there as well. So yeah, I think that is everything. So I hope you found this video a little bit informative. I will of course leave a link to all the products I have shown or talked about in the description bar below. So if you are updating your first aid kit, then it might give you a few ideas. But I hope you found this quite helpful, whether you have a horse or you're just interested in horses or something different. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you did. If you have any ideas of other equestrian themed videos you'd like me to do or things you'd like me to try, then please leave them in the comments below. I'm always open to new ideas. I think that's enough of me talking. It's quite a decent length video, I think. Looking at the camera right now, it says 13 minutes, so we'll see when they edit this how much I cut out, because I tend to say quite a lot. But yeah, I hope you like this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss any of my future videos, and I'll see you soon in another. Bye!